Hey everybody, welcome back. This is PAX East 2018 with Shacknews. I am Charles, news editor. This is Donovan. We are here to talk about Golem Gates, and we have Matt, who is the lead designer and programmer, and Josh, who is the art designer.
That's
who
right.
did all the art for the game.
Yep.
And they're going to show us Golem Gates and tell us a bit more about it, right? Yeah, so it's an RTS, correct?
So it's an RTS, but with card-based elements.
Okay.
As you can see, like similar to Hearthstone or something like that, on the screen you can see a replacement. You can just swap out glyphs and place them. And so in this game there's no production buildings, but instead you place the cards, and you can place them anywhere you have vision. You can see on the screen the very clear vision circle around my character.
So do the cards kind of serve as the resource management of the game, essentially?
Yes, and so there's an energy bar, and that's the resource you use to create things. And so you move around like that.
Gotcha.
And so as you move around, so units have vision, you can just spawn more units, just like that, where they are. And so that's a key element of combat in this game, because you can just, one scout can turn into a full battle on both sides. Because both sides place all of those units there.
Gotcha. For the art design, kind of what were you inspired by when putting this together?
You know, we looked at a lot of competition, and kind of we wanted to stand out from what everyone else was doing. We felt like people were kind of getting more, stylized, maybe a little cartoony. And we're fans of like Dark Souls, Bloodborne.
Of course.
And we're like, let's go for something dark, something we like. Yeah, so maybe stand out and we like it. So that was kind of the main kind of push for the art style.
Gotcha. And Donovan, you got to try it out, right?
Yeah, I actually just came back from playing it about 5 to 10 minutes ago. I got to do the tutorial level, which was really fun with the Harbinger. Tell us about the Harbinger and that whole mechanic that you explained to me over there.
Yeah, so that's an element of our game that's a little bit like a MOBA, because the Harbinger, you can move around. So he's your hero character in a lot of ways. If he dies, you're dead. But he's also like your core, he's like your base.
Okay.
So you typically want to take him and park him kind of on an energy generator, and then put some defenses around him. You don't really want to use him offensively, though he is pretty strong. But again, if he dies, you're dead.
It's more so for him to defend himself, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We like to call him a backline commander.
Okay.
When you summon units around him, they get a temporary buff.
Yeah.
So it's beneficial to get him as close as you can to the combat without, like, sort of
Throwing
as close
him right
as you
in
can
there.
without going over, sort of.
Understood.
Yeah, but if you really want to rub it in with somebody and you're about to kill him, you teleport your Harbinger in and let him do the last shot.
Are there any taunts? Can he like dance over the bodies, anything like that?
That's our equivalent of our taunt, I think.
Gotcha. Roughly how long do matches last? If it's a good and competitive one, like between us.
A 1 versus 1 match usually lasts around 15 minutes.
Okay.
And a 2 versus 2 lasts around 25 to 30.
All right, so only 1v1 and 2v2.
You can also play free-for-all.
Okay.
And the game also includes a 2-player co-op mode, as well as a whole host of single-player content.
Gotcha. And right now we're watching the AI play, so you can play against the AI with a friend.
Yeah.
Kind of learn the ropes, right?
Yeah, Matt is like a genius at like doing AI programming. He did stuff for Gears of War, Unreal Tournament.
Right.
So we're like super lucky to have him,
Gotcha.
leading us on this project.
So I can expect to get completely steamrolled by the AI. Is what you're telling me.
He made some very dumb.
Well, we have 4 difficulty levels, so there should be something for everybody.
I'll stay on that first one. I appreciate it.
I'm with you.
Something for everybody. That's a nice way of putting it. I like that.
So how long has the game been in development?
Let's see, I've been on it with them for about 1.5 years, and I think you were maybe 6 months before that?
Yeah, so we basically had about part-time, me working on it for about a year, and then Josh came on, and then for about 1.5 years, we had 4 guys full-time doing the game.
Wait, so you came on about a year ago. Did it start off like nice and pretty and bubbly as far as the art design, and then he came and Dark Souls the whole thing up?
No, it was very much Unreal default textures.
Okay, good.
A lot of buildings were cylinders.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was hideous.
Okay,
but it was super fun though, and so. I was working.
So the foundation was there.
Yeah, I mean, I was working in film at the time, and so I quit doing that stuff. So I'm like, this is a great opportunity. I want to do this. Me and my friend Dalvin, who's the other part of our company, and we were like, this is a great opportunity. These guys are super smart. They got this game. It's fun. They want a story. They want visuals. This is what we do. And so it was a great opportunity to work together. Yeah.
Okay, and you mentioned story, so I'm assuming this game has a campaign mode.
Full campaign.
What is the base storyline throughout that campaign? What's going on here?
So as Matt mentioned, the kind of one of the core things about our game is the fog of war. We call it the ash, and so a lot of the story revolves around what is this? It's leftover kind of nanotech from some catastrophe. Where did it come from?
Okay.
You as the Harbinger, you come from this nanotech, like from the ash. Like how does that work? What's your relationship with that? So it's really about who he is, his relationship to this glowing talking orb that kind of talks him through things. And we have 3 bosses in the game, 3 different, one for each book, and each one's a very different experience, kind of fighting a different type of harbinger, basically.
Okay.
All right. First off, why the card system specifically, as opposed to production units and resources?
Well, part of it is about moving some of the complexity of a strategy game into a more understandable card system. Like the camera can be focused on the action more often. You don't have to go back to your base and build units.
Right.
Also, I've really liked the progression mechanics of playing games like Guild Wars and games like that, where you're slowly building up your arsenal over time. But of course, nowadays everybody does that as a free-to-play game, and it becomes very difficult. Like you can play some of those free-to-play games for hours, pay money, and you still feel like, oh, I just have the same deck with like 2 different things. And so we wanted to have a very steady, even progression. You learn new concepts over time. You add them to your deck. You get better, and then you can try creative new things.
Okay, got it.
And along those lines, we have no microtransactions. Everything comes with the game.
Okay.
A little over 100 glyphs, and it's all just in one package.
Okay, people will be happy to hear that.
Yeah.
It's a hot button topic nowadays.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do we have a vision of the Arbiter on screen?
Sorry, I just got killed while we were talking.
Oh, sorry. We distracted you. So, if you get distracted for too long, you can get taken out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Got
Sleep
it.
at the wheel.
Do y'all have a release window?
This game came out last week.
Last week. Okay, I'm behind on the times then.
Okay,
It
so
is
it's out.
now. Last
So if you
week.
like what you see, you can get it. Where can people find it? If they're
On
looking
Steam.
for it, Steam. Okay. Cool.
All right, cool. Well,
Yeah.
thank y'all very much for bringing it to the booth and showing it to us. We greatly appreciate it.
Thanks for
thank you,
having
guys.
us.
All right, yeah, everybody stay tuned. We've got some more streams coming. It's a very busy day. This is PAX East 2018 Shacknews. We'll see you later. Peace.